Our next guests believe that yoga should be accessible. It should be empowering, but above all else, it should be fun. And if yoga or yoga classes are intimidating to you, like they are to me, listen up. Yogi Union offers a space where real connection, real people, and yes, real fun happens. We've got Miriam, Julie, and Becky. They're all co-founders of Yogi Union, and they're in the studio to share us more about the company and a grand opening celebration being planned. Good morning, ladies.
Yeah.
Thanks
Good
for being
morning.
here. Miriam,
Good
give me the
Thank you.
story. How did this all start?
All right. Well, the whole thing started just with an idea and a desire. I was trying to find a yoga space in town that felt like it was home for me, and that meant a couple things. I was looking for expert teachers, and I was looking to feel welcomed and challenged, and I was having a hard time trying to find a spot. So I started talking to other folks who are interested in yoga, and I was maybe a little surprised to learn that I wasn't alone. So folks started responding really positively, and we were having conversations, and it sort of became a movement of a bunch of people coming together to create a studio rather than a dream that I had that I was moving towards.
So instead of setting something for people to come to, you kind of created it with everyone involved.
Yes. Definitely. We're a co-op inspired studio, so it feels honestly more like a movement where we're talking with a whole bunch of people who love yoga and want to share it. And I was surprised to find that there's kind of an underground network of yoga teachers in Grand Rapids.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, folks doing yoga in attics and in personal built-out studios for small classes, and a lot of these people are experts, and they came together to say, what if we all did this in one space?
Excellent. Becky, let me bring you in here. How does this space differ than your other modern yoga studios that you'll find out there?
I mean, we're really blessed in Grand Rapids to have a bunch of great studios, but this is great because the teachers that work at and teach at Yogi Union are really experienced. So they're seasoned professionals. They've been teaching for decades, a lot of them, and they have the skill and ability to really cater towards the very beginner and the seasoned practitioner.
Excellent. Julie, what do you see when you walk in the door? What am I looking at? What am I going to find?
I mean, warm, inviting. I think it's a little choose your own adventure. If you want to come and just be an individual and focus on your practice, you can. If you want to be a part of a community, which is sort of my jam, you can do that too. It's a really great space to come in and care for yourself for an hour or so, and just really kind of give that time back to yourself with other people dedicated to that as well.
Miriam, I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk to people like me. I'm right here, but I'm sure there are plenty of other people watching who might share my hesitation, which is I've never really done it before. I don't know if I'm going to fit in. I don't want to look silly. Talk to those beginners like me.
Sure. Well, the first thing I would say is you're not alone. There's so many people that feel that way. We hear that a lot. But our teachers are really, really passionate about making this accessible and welcoming. I just got an email from a student a couple days ago who's a guy about your age, and he's been coming to our studio for a few weeks now. And he was like, I just have to brag on one of your teachers. I couldn't do this pose, and she stayed after class with me and worked on it, and she was so welcoming and friendly, and I can't tell you how supported I feel. And so really what we have for you is a space where you can come in and get support. But if direct attention is not what you want, we actually have a low-lit studio that is intimate, and there's spaces that you can just be anonymous and figure it out yourself.
I love you for that.
We offer both. If you want to be extroverted, if you want to be introverted, we have supports for that, and we can really help you find your own space.
For the yoga curious, that's right.
For sure.
Yoga adjacent like myself, right? Because I know many people who do this, and they scream, they shout the benefits that they get from yoga. If you want to try it, there's a grand opening. You guys are throwing a party?
Yeah,
for sure.
We're throwing a party. So on Saturday, it's a free event, 9:30 to 12:30 in the morning. And one of the things that Yogi Union offers is we have so many teachers. We have more than 20 teachers on staff. And so there's a huge variety of offerings, and we know that it's hard to sort of sample everything. So in our grand opening, we have 20-minute classes that are back to back. So you can drop in and take a few different ones and sort of figure out what you would like. like.
You got yoga speed dating going on.
Yeah,
a little bit.
You've
Pretty
got a little
much.
matchmaking
Pretty much.
happening. I
Ton of
like this
variety.
idea. So
Yeah.
because that comfort is super important. Once
Yeah.
you find that comfort in that zone, then you can just shoot forward with all the different poses and maybe find your center. All right. So we want to invite you to this grand opening. And if you can't make it to the grand opening this weekend, don't worry. You can still check out more online. Give them a call. This is the spot for you. But we really encourage you to check them out this weekend, 9:30 to 12:30. YogiUnion.studio for more. Thank you so much, Miriam, Julie, Becky. Thank you for the time this morning.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.
You bet. We'll be right back.